guys! Welcome to my channel. Nandito lang kami ngayon sa bahay. So ngayon, ang gagawin ni Jack, i-share niya sa inyo kung paano magluto ng grilled Cajun shrimp. Napakasimple lang guys, magugustuhan nyo. Kaya tara, samahan nyo kami. So guys, ito lang yung mga kailangan sa shrimp, butter, at saka ito lang siya. Yeah.
Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? Tonight we're going to do Cajun shrimp on the grill. It's a very, very simple recipe, but it's delicious. Actually, we had this the first time a couple years ago when we were up at the cabin, which we can't wait to get to the cabin, by the way. One of our friends introduced it to us. He brought shrimp up there, and he made this simple shrimp recipe on the grill, and we've been making it ever since, and we love it. But it's literally three things: shrimp, butter, and Cajun. So, oh, and I wanted to tell you, normally we buy big jumbo shrimp because the jumbo shrimp obviously taste a lot better. This is all we could find tonight at the grocery store. The whole seafood section at Cub Foods was shut down, so we had to buy frozen, and unfortunately we got little shrimp guys tonight, but it'll work for the recipe. So, but I usually start out by melting a half a stick of butter. Okay. Is the key to these are you hit them with butter and Cajun twice during the process of cooking them. You do it when they're raw, and then once they're cooked, you hit them again. Because once they're done and you put the butter and Cajun back on there, it kind of reunites the flavor. So yeah, I'll melt half a stick of butter here. That's pretty hot right there. I'll slow that down a little bit. You can little shrimp that we have right now, I'll probably get about 8 to 10 of them on one. When we get those good jumbo shrimp, you usually only get about 4 to 6 on there. And I think common sense tells you go through the butt of the shrimp through the top. Keeps the shrimp on there on both sides. Oh, and another thing, if you guys want to try this recipe out, when you buy the shrimp, make sure you buy the shrimp that are deveined but still have the shell on. Because unless you want to do all that work at home deveining them, but I never want to. So we just buy the ones that are deveined, but you need the shell on them for grilling purposes. They come out a lot better with the shell. And these are easy peels, so once you're ready to eat them, you literally grab the tail of them, and the skin there and the tail will come right off. So as I said before, this is a very simple recipe. All you do is melt the butter and then butter up the shrimp. You gotta make sure you get every part of the shrimp on both sides. Makes them cook a lot better on the grill. You don't want to miss any spots. I usually do a coat on that side. I like to get some right down the spine of the shrimp. That's important to get some of the butter right down where they deveined it, because then it's actually getting on the meat. The shell's not blocking it. Once all the butter is on there, then it's time to season them. You don't want to go too overboard, and you don't want to not put enough on. So if you go overboard, the Cajun's got salt in it already. If you put a ton of it on there, they're too salty. So it's just kind of like an in-between with it. Don't put too little on so you can't taste the Cajun, and don't put too much on. And remember, you're going to put more Cajun on when the shrimp are done too. So we use this McCormick brand. It's just your basic spice brand, but their Cajun is really good. We tried a higher end brand. I can't remember the name of it from Cub, and we actually thought the McCormick's was better. Now I know you're thinking, you shouldn't have to put the Cajun on the shell because you're not going to eat that part anyways. But it's still, the flavor cooks right into the shrimp through the shell, so you still want to get the shell side, and then obviously right down the vein line and the other side. That's about the right amount. We haven't had these since last summer. It's been a while. This is actually the first time we're gonna start the grill this year. There.
Okay guys, nandito tayo ngayon sa likod bahay dahil ito ang aking duty. Sa araw na ito, ako ang magre-ready ng grill. Okay, tara, samahan niyo ako. I'm gonna throw these puppies on there. They're not cooperating. There we go. You want the grill nice and hot for shrimp too. Everybody thinks all slow cook. You just cook them fast on high heat. They usually turn out pretty good. Brady. Hi!
Brady, come on. Watch out. And just so you know, I think everybody knows that about shrimp. If you overcook shrimp, it's like eating a piece of rubber. It's like eating a tire. So don't overcook your shrimp. That's the last thing you want to do. I gotta try to flip these. Not used to. Not used to. So I got the shrimp right over the fire right now, and it's hot. But as long as if you flip them, as long as you keep flipping them and make sure they don't get too done. What I like about cooking them over the higher heat is then they get, the crisp to them. Like I said, don't do it too long, otherwise they're gonna be like rubber. Yes, you can cook your shrimp right over the coals, as long as you're flipping them and monitoring them. That's all I got. Hello again. So there's the finished shrimp right there. That's how you want to get it. You want to get it, dark like that. And cooking it over the high heat on the grill, over the coals, you can get it done on the outside and not overcook it on the inside. If you were to cook this on the sides of the grill and try to get that crisp to it, it's hard to do because by the time it gets crispy on the outside, it's overdone on the inside. So like I said, with this kind of shrimp, you just cook it right over the heat, flip it off and don't overdo it. And earlier I said you hit it with butter and Cajun again. I was wrong. It's been so long since we've done Cajun shrimp. You only hit it with butter after it comes off the grill. You don't hit it with any more Cajun. So just the butter. That would be a overkill of Cajun, and yeah. I don't know. For some reason I thought you did both, but as I was grilling I thought about it, I'm like, no, it's just butter. So just letting this melt down, and then I'll put the butter on there and they're ready to go. All Alright, I'm gonna hit these puppies with another blast of butter. Make sure you get down into the shell too. You want to get under the shell. That butter soaks into the actual meat. And hit the shell just for a little added flavor. But yeah, the main part is getting over that vein line and letting that butter go down into the meat. Just like that.
Guys, try na natin yung luto ni Zach. Hi guys!
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching! Don't forget to subscribe!
Boom, boom, boom! Yay! Thank you. Come on, rock your jam. That's it? Thank you. Woo!
How are we gonna do this in the dark? Hi. What are you doing? How are we gonna do this in the dark? I think we got a little bit of a late start. Hey, there's our Christmas tree. Looks good, doesn't it? Oh my God! There he goes. What's this one? Yay! What's this one? No. Yay! What's this one? Yay! Good job. What's this one? Good job. You're doing so good. Yeah, it's white. What's this one? Good job, bud.